Here we go again. Dry bat, dry ball, dry hands. Plopper in the middle. Clap, 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 making this sort of tent. Gluing the foot. Here we go. Remember, this guy is the boss. This guy is the guard. Okay. He surrounds the right hand anchored and compressing inward. Force the clay to the center. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to pancake it. This guy's always guarding. Moisture, make sure it never grips your hands. Bring it up to a cone. I'm going to go again. Put it back in a pill. Okay. And I'm going to cone it this time. Okay. I'm going to trim this stuff off the foot, 2 hands on the tool, anchoring hands on the rim, staying below 3 o'clock in my case, or if you're left-handed, going clockwise, and 9 o'clock. Scrape. Remove that excess clay. Moisture. Okay, flat. Thumb in. Notice the guard is always riding around. Thumb straight in. Water in the swimming pool. I call these the lobster claws because these thumbs are going to go on the inside. Remember to anchor your elbows into your thighs, inner thighs. I compress. I'm going to sweep outward, pinch slightly, draw that up the wall. So compress, sweep outward, compress slightly, draw it up the wall. That's pass number 1. I'm going to do it again. Compress in the center, sweep, compress the clay, pinch it, draw it up the wall. All right, so I've made this thing pretty tall now, so I'm going to have to shift gears, and I'm going to go left hand in, right hand on the outside. I'm going to compress and thin, moving the clay. Notice I'm always anchoring on the rim. Hands are always working together like a little pair of twins. Get that wall the thickness I wanted. Notice I'm moving all the way up the wall. See those guys? They talk through the wall to each other. I'm going to compress that clay. Notice I'm guiding. All these parts of my hands are sort of supporting the pot. Okay? I'm going to remove a little excess clay off the bottom here. I don't know if you can see this, but it makes a little ridge of clay. That's free clay. I'm going to sweep the pot out, get some of that free clay, and I'm going to draw up the wall. Notice that the pot's growing in width. Okay, I'm going to compress a little at the bottom again. Moisture. I'm going to sweep the clay outward. Notice how I spread my fingers to create stability all through the bottom of the pot there. My right hand supporting on the outside of the pot. All right. I'm going to trim this top just because it's getting a little out of control. I'm going to trim. Trimming is a lesson in and of itself. Moisture. Okay. Compressing from the center. And I'm going to sweep that bottom. There's a lot of free clay down there. Notice how my fingers are working in tandem like a little pair of twins. They talk through the wall of the clay. They're always supporting each other. Notice I'm not driving 100 miles an hour. I drive only as fast as I need to. All right. I think our form is pretty good. I'm going to compress slightly at the bottom. I'm going to take one more pass at this thing. Sweeping outward, drawing it up the wall, softening the wall. My little fingertips are just sort of creating little edge cleaners, working in tandem. Always look at your profile. I know it's hard from this angle, but you want to look at the profile of the pot. I think that's a decent profile. Might sweep it one more time. Oops, I'm not on there. There we go. Sweeping one more time from the center out always. A little bit of free clay there. Draw it up the wall. Notice I didn't compress much. I just wanted to move the form outward a little bit at the bottom. My sponge staying in my safety zone below 3 o'clock. Sponging up the wall. Again, watch your speed. Oops, sorry, I probably put my head in the way. And then cleaning this rim, softening the rim. When I cut the pot, I like to make sure my wire is clean. I wrap the wire around my fingertips, thumbs on top. I drop the wire to the bat, and I drag straight back towards me. Oops, except for I did a bad job that time. But that's it. Here's our pot.